Good morning, everyone. This is Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium and Intuitive Life Coach. And I wanted to share with you some information about the full moon. We have a full moon happening tomorrow night, and tomorrow is 12/12/2019. And not only is it the last full moon of the decade, it is the last full moon of the year and the decade. So it's kind of fascinating that we're going into 2020. So that's exciting. So I wanted to give you some information about the full moon. I get asked a lot as a psychic, so what does that mean? This moon in particular in Gemini in December is called the cold moon, and because of the cold season. But sometimes it's referred to as the long night's moon. You may have heard that term, or you may have even heard the moon before the Yule, which is the Yuletide festival. So it does have a couple of different names, but the main name is the cold moon because of the month of December. So I wanted to share with you the meaning behind the moon and what to expect over the next couple of days. There's two different areas that you may be affected. Okay. The first is that it can be a magical and mystical moon, and I'll explain that in a moment. And the second one can be confused or confusing. So hopefully you're in the magical and mystical part. But what's going to happen is two things, okay? The first thing that's going to happen is you're all going to have a heightened sense of intuition. So I want you to trust that gut feeling. I want you to have that sense of that when things are coming to you, when you're feeling things, you're hearing, you're seeing signs around you, you feel more connected to the universe, you just are very intuitive with things in the next couple of days, that goes into the magical and mystical part. Okay. So be aware of that, you enjoy it, and know that these things are coming to you for a reason, because you're more connected to the universe. The universe has a full moon, and we just have this incredible sense of being connected to the universe when that happens. The second part is the sense of feeling confused. But as a Gemini, you're a really good communicator, okay? So this is going to be a period of time over the next couple of days that I want you to use your feelings, your conversations. I want you to be direct. I want you to be honest. I want you to be very open to the people that you're talking to, because what's going to happen is people are going to be put in front of you to help you answer questions that maybe you haven't had answered yet. You've been thinking about things and answers haven't come to you. And these answers may come from family and friends, but I want you to be really open to that possibly God may send you a complete stranger, and that maybe a stranger, somebody totally unconnected to your everyday life, is sent to you as a messenger, and that you do receive a message about some of the answers that you've been seeking. So that would be certainly Gemini working as a communicator, okay? And that would be some of these answers are going to come because they're literally coming from a divine place, and that you're gonna receive some messages, is how I feel. I don't want you making any big decisions. Okay. I want you to gather the information. I want you just to enjoy that intuition. I want you to talk to people, but over the next couple of days, maybe not a good idea to make a big decision about a life-changing event in your life. Okay. So maybe hold off until after the full moon, something like that. Okay. Because you may be feeling, your intuition may be so heightened that you actually say to yourself, I feel out of sorts. I don't feel like myself. And I want to say, welcome to my world. You may be walking around going, that's weird. That's a coincidence. I can't believe you just said that. So I want you to be aware that maybe not a good time to make a big decision. Okay. But the answers are coming and the messengers are going to be sent to you over the next 2 days. That's what this moon tells us. Okay. So I'm hoping that you're in either category, because both categories are great. One's going to be magical and fun, and signs will be sent to you from heaven, kind of a feeling. And then the second category is that if you have been confused about things, you are looking for answers, that that some of those answers are going to come through maybe people that you don't even know yet. Okay. I always believe that God sends messengers in all different shapes and sizes, right? So you never know where your answers are going to come from. So be very, very open to who's in front of you, what they're saying. Be a good listener, be a good communicator. And enjoy the full moon. The full moons are always so amazing. So not only is it the last moon of the year, it is the last moon of the decade. Wow, 2020. Where did 10 years go? That's what I want to know. But I want you all to have an amazing night. I want you to look for that full moon, 12/12. I think it's at like 12 a.m. I think it is. So I want you to, it's kind of like all 12. So I want you to be aware of the full moon, but be aware of your own intuition over the next days. You have that heightened sense of intuition, and be flexible. The one of the things that just jumped out at me is that maybe you'll have something jump onto your schedule that you weren't expecting. So that kind of happens with a full moon. So I want you to enjoy your day, everybody. I hope that helped. I hope that helped you explain, how at least the cold moon works and how it affects us in our life, and a little bit about the meaning behind it. So have an amazing day, and we'll talk to you all soon.